Your Wednesday postnatal yoga. I do apologise for being a couple of minutes late. I'm not sure if the previous video worked or started. I don't think it did because it is just one of those weeks today. I think it's one of those weeks this week where a lot of things aren't working technically, and this was a whole different problem. But anyway, we're here. So, welcome. My name is Emma Healed, and I'm here with you today with Fit Mums and Friends. So I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed and hope that we stay connected for the next 30 minutes. When I taught last week, I actually had a power cut in the middle of teaching a mixed level yoga class, which was a whole new issue to deal with, but we did it. So thank you for being here. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this on playback, then I hope you enjoy the practice too. It's a gentle practice today designed for the postnatal body. I recommend at least 6 weeks after you've had your baby or 12 weeks C-section. And of course, this is Facebook Live and you can rewatch it. So maybe you just want to sit, have a cup of tea, and just rest for a few minutes if you have the opportunity, and you can always rewatch it if you want to see what the content is. So this is about our 8th week now, which is crazy. And I love just checking in every week just to see how you guys are also doing. Some of you may have had your babies now, and will be going to second and third trimester. So I hope you are well. I wanted to start today with a reading that I may have shared with you before, because it's a reading that I first discovered about 2.5 months ago when I was actually teaching in India. I was fortunate enough to have a retreat there, flew home at the beginning of the arrival of this situation. And I love how it's a beautiful reading no matter what is going on in our lives. And I think it's a wonderful one if you've just become a mum as well. So I'm going to start with that. So feel free to sit comfortably. You can lie down for the first few minutes. If you've got your baby with you, you can have them snuggled in. Maybe your partner or someone that you're living with is there as well. And this is a poem for everybody, a reading for everybody. So settle down, take a moment, take a couple of breaths, and it's called A Blessing for Yourself. Before you begin your practice, bless yourself. Bless all of your past, your mistakes, your triumphs, all the decisions you have made to get to this point. Bless the times that you fell to your knees and the times you rose above yourself. Bless all of your present. Bless this moment pregnant with possibility, hope, and openness. Bless yourself for showing up here to practice, to learn, to grow and evolve. Bless yourself for trying, no matter what the circumstances are, you are doing your best. Yes. Bless your courage, your strength. Bless all of your future, the lands and experiences that lay before you, the relationships that you are yet to have. Bless all the outcomes of all the choices you make today, knowing that you are being guided and looked after. Bless all parts of yourself, all the sweetness, all the struggles. Bless yourself for being you. If you have baby with you, you can place a hand towards maybe their belly, maybe a hand on towards your heart. Those last 2 lines I love. Bless all parts of yourself, all the sweetness, all the struggles. Bless yourself for being you. Just taking a gentle breath. And then we're going to begin a little bit of movement. So I'm going to move away from the camera. Actually, let me just see my notes. I might be able to stay sitting this close actually. Yeah, let's see. So we're going to do a little bit with our arms. Now, if you've got baby with you, just make sure that they're comfortable and cozy, whatever they need. And we're going to do a little bit of work for the body. So actually I am going to move a little bit further away. Okay. So this is a great exercise to do, especially in light of the fact that everything is closed right now. Now, if you've done any, I've just got baby here. If you've done any baby massage at all, you can do some baby massage with baby as well. You will inherently know how to work massage on their feet and their hands. So just this real gentle squeeze and gentle touch. However, what we're going to focus on is actually our bodies today. So you can work with baby, of course. Otherwise, we're going to do a little bit of massage for ourselves. So we're going to begin with the feet. So just starting on one foot. I'm just sat on a cushion. You can sit on a chair. You can lie on your bed, lie on the floor. And just begin to give your foot a little mini massage. Don't worry about the pedicure, okay? No one's had one for 8 weeks. So just give that foot a little massage. And I'm not a massage therapist at all, but I understand touch for my own body. So all I'm doing is kind of massaging the foot in this kind of, I call it a squidge action. Squidge. So I'm just gently pressing the thumb into the sole of the foot. And if you've just joined us, we're just doing a little bit of massage. So I'm just massaging my foot. You can obviously massage your foot, or if you prefer, you can massage baby's foot. And then I'm going to take that movement, so we won't be here for too long, but we'll be here a little while. I'm going to take that movement, hopefully you can see, up the leg. And you can probably see my thumb, there's the seam of my leggings there, and it's just beneath the bone, okay? So I'm just going, very sweetly, a little bit tender, up the inside of that leg bone. And the other side of my hand is just gently on the other side of the calf. We can just go a couple of times up there. You can always just give the calf, I think of it just like a little massage side to side. And maybe an exhalation through the mouth. And this is a blessing of sorts, right? This element of touch. In India, for the first 40 days postnatal, they stay at home a lot of the time, and people come to them and they have massage, and people bring food, and they stay in. They enjoy this element of touch and being looked after. So we're doing a little bit on the calf, and then you give that a little rub, and then go up on the thigh. Again, there's no technique to this. I'm not a trained massage therapist, but I'm just giving the thigh this kind of little, I'd love to say like kneading, like making bread, but I've never barely baked in my life. So it's probably not like this. And then you can take the other hand and go round a little bit to the hamstrings. And you might wonder, why are you massaging your own leg? What's this got to do with postnatal yoga? What it's got to do with is care. Care for yourself, because you are probably in a place of unconditional giving right now. A lot of giving. So you're just giving yourself this little bit of love. Okay, so we've done that leg, so you can just give that a little rub. Give the foot a little rub, and then let's go to the other leg. So again, begin on the foot. Now you might want to spend a bit longer on the foot, and again, I'm just sat on the floor. You can always lift your foot up. Again, depends on how your legs are feeling. You can get into the toes. Again, if you've just joined, don't worry if you're doing your feet and you're like, oh my God, pedicure. As I said, none of us have had one. Unless you've got someone living with you that is great at all the pedicure, manicure kind of stuff. So I'm just getting into the toes on this side. And again, if you're massaging baby rather than yourself, you can give their toes a little squeeze and a little pull like that. I just get into the toes, and then get into the sole of the foot, and I often get right in towards the kind of belly of the foot there. with my thumb and just give that a little massage. And then you can take it around the heel, around the ankle, and then into the calf. So again, if you've just joined us on the first side, I'll just take my thumb. Think of the seam of your leggings, if you've got leggings on, or the seam of your trousers. And then you'll find the kind of underneath of the bone is quite sore, well, tender for some people, right? So being very gentle. It's definitely not a no pain, no gain. It's not one of those sort of massages. It's just a very sweet touch. And again, you can do this again with a little bit of oil, coconut oil, almond oil, maybe some essential oils, something very gentle, just on you, not on baby. And then just taking that up the other side of the leg. And there's no hurry. Sometimes when I'm doing this at home, I think, oh, better just only do this for like 10 minutes. But there's no hurry. Just really looking after the system. Touch is so good for our nerves. And then up the thigh. Again, that kind of squidging of the leg. And postnatally, your body will probably or may feel very different. And I find that this sort of massage, I'm going to do both hands now onto the leg. This sort of massage also helps with a little bit of acceptance. Okay. Sometimes I'm like giving a thigh massage and I'm like, oh, what's that? I'm like, it's okay, it's my leg. It doesn't matter what it feels like. These legs look after me in life. All right. So we've done both our legs now. You can give that a little rub. And then you can obviously keep your cardi or jumper on. I'm just going to take mine off so you can see. We're going to do a little bit for the arms. So of course, if you've got baby there, give their arms a little massage, go down through their neck, over their head like we've done on previous weeks. Otherwise, we'll do a little bit for ourselves again. And so I'm just kind of squidging. I think that word will make sense. Up the arm. And again, anyone can do this. Up to the shoulder, little squeeze there, down the inner arm, and then up the outer arm. And this, the way I'm doing it, might not feel as comfortable for you. You might want to do kind of these long strokes of the body. But I just find this kind of kneading technique, I call it, really helps. So once you've done the arm a couple of times, you're going to go down to the hand. And just give the fingers a little squish, give the palm of the hand a little rub, and maybe the wrist a little roll. All right, let's take that on the other arm. So up the arm. Again, you can give baby a little massage here as well. After their bath is really nice if you want to do baby massage. And some people, a friend of mine, she gives her little boy massage every day. Absolutely loves it. This element of touch. So if you've just joined us, we're just doing a little bit of mini massage. So if you've stumbled across the class, you're like, what the devil's going on? It is postnatal, but anyone can do it. And then down into the hands. Hands are a little harder, so I often do the palm of the hand and sometimes just roll the thumb around the centre of the hand. Sometimes the fingers. I get quite stiff joints, so I'll often just give the fingers a little massage and then sometimes the wrist. Just very gently on that joint there, and then you can always give the wrists a little roll. We do this quite a lot in prenatal yoga, because there's much more fluid in the body. All right. And then we're just going to do the head, obviously not the face, because we've touched our feet, unless you can wash your hands or if you don't mind. But we're just going to do a little bit on the scalp. So what I'm doing is making my hands like this, you know, like those little wiry massages you can get. And I'm just going over the scalp. And let yourself be quite intuitively drawn, even if it feels weird, to any little pockets of tension. So for me, it's always around the base of the skull, always. So I'll often get drawn there, or sometimes just behind the ears. But again, very gentle. You can get underneath the hair. One way of getting the hair made a bit bigger. Just a little massage there. And then you can always do it like they do it like that, like in India. Just a couple more moments there. And again, if you've got baby with you, out in front of you, and you can always give them a little massage over the head and over the body as well. Okay, so then just bringing the hands down and then just over the arms, over the legs a couple of times, a few times over the arms. One more time. Well done. And I really recommend, if you can do that every day or every other day, it doesn't take long. It's taken us like 10 minutes, I think. A little bit of oil, a little bit of essential oil, something calming, grounding, nurturing, and it can really shift the energy of the day. And again, it's like that reading I shared at the beginning. It's a blessing for this body that has brought this baby into the world. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of work for the shoulders now. I'm going to stay sat here like this. Again, you can sit up on a chair. You can have the legs stretched out. We've done this one before. It is quite strong into the shoulders, but we're going to work a little bit for the neck as well. So taking the arms out into a stretch, wrapping the arms around the body, and then I'm going to bring the back of the hands together. Okay. I'm going to turn side on just so I can turn to the camera. Now, if it's too much with the back of the hands together, just have the forearms press in, okay? You can also wrap the hands around so they touch each other. It's a little bit more complicated though. So I'm going to lift the chest a little bit. I'm going to lift the arms a little bit. And now I'm going to turn back towards you. And I'm going to take the arms over to my right. Again, it doesn't matter, as long as you do both sides. I'm going to tip them to the right, and then I'm going to tip my head to the left. And I have to exhale through my mouth because it's really, really strong. We're not going to stay here for long. Come back to the centre with the head, and then with the arms, we're going to tip them to the opposite direction. Fragment a tiny bit and then tip the head over. I can only do this by pulling my face, so I do apologise. Come back to centre. Okay, notice which arm's on top. Down. Stretch out. That feels so good. And then stretch the opposite arm. Bring the opposite arm over. You can wrap the hands or back the hands together or forearms. Okay. So a lift of the chest, a lift of the side body. I'm going to tip my arms gently to the left, just a little bit. And I'm going to tip my head gently to the right. This side feels so much easier. Couple of quite deep but very generous breaths. One more there. Good. Come back to centre and then to the other side. And this will just be a little bit, okay? So just a little bit. Chest stays lifted. Tip the head. Now I tend not to move the head and neck too much here, just because I find this quite challenging. But you can bring the chin gently in and just let the head move a little bit. Good. Come back to centre. Release the hands and then just allow the chin to dip in towards the chest very gently. Let the arms relax. And now imagine that someone is just very gently massaging down the neck. So you can feel that kind of letting go, that release down the sides of the neck, down through the arms, into the hands, into the fingertips. I'm going to take about 3 more breaths there. So in the sense of letting go, almost like you're just saying to the tension, if it's unwanted, just gently let it wash away down the neck, down the shoulders, down the arms, down the fingertips. One more there, quietening down the energy as well. It was quite a vibrant start with the massage. And then lifting the chin. Good, well done. Okay, I'm going to take my legs wide now. So I'm sat on the floor, just in case you can't see the camera. I'm going to take my legs wide. I am sat up on a cushion. Just find it so much more comfortable. And I'm going to bring baby out in front of me. Now, if your baby is asleep, then absolutely don't worry. You don't need to have the baby with you to do this, okay? So, in fact, I'm going to move my camera very slightly. All right. Did a Facebook Live the other day and didn't realise that this doll was sat on my bookcase. I think someone wondered why baby was up on the bookcase. Okay, so baby out in front of you, and if you haven't already, you can give them that little massage. Down the arms, give their hands a little roll. Again, if baby's asleep, you can do your own feet again. And then over the head, and maybe down the chest, down the legs. Give their feet a little squidge. You can always give their feet a little kiss. You can do that a couple more times. I've sat with the legs wide just to get a little stretch in towards the legs. You can give them a little tickle, a little kiss. If you're very mobile, no straining or stressing, you can bow down and give their belly a little kiss. Otherwise, their feet. Mm-hmm. And we're going to repeat a little intention from last week. I think it was last week. These weeks go so fast. Of blessings. So we had a reading at the beginning of the class about blessing ourselves. So we can do some little baby blessings. And again, if your baby is asleep or doesn't want to do any of this, you're going to bless yourself. So just while you give baby a few more little strokes of the massage, you can always go around their ears and into their little neck, down their arms. Maybe think of a few qualities that you would like to bless baby with. So you're going to shower them with these qualities. And you can say them out loud if you wish to, towards baby. You can always say, I bless you with love, care, kindness, patience, sunshine. All right, we're going to do a little bit for our bodies while we're doing this. Okay, so we're going to take the arms wide as long as you have space, or gently or big, doesn't matter. And as we bring the hands down, you could say, I bless you with love. Mwah. Give them a little kiss and a little cuddle. All right, you can repeat that same blessing, or maybe there's a different one. I bless you with care. All the way down, lots of care, lots of care, lots of care. Let's do a few more, taking the arms wide. I bless you with patience, with patience, with patience, with patience. So maybe you bless yourself with patience. Okay, again, make up your own, just giving you ideas if you're not sure. Arms go wide. I'm going to bless you all with sunshine because it's out. So bless you with sunshine, warm, delightful sunshine. All right, let's just do two more. Arms go wide. Choose one from your own vocabulary, from your own heart. Bring that down. And if you haven't got baby, then just bless yourself. Bless yourself with all the qualities that you have as a mother. This is our last one. Now as we bow forward, we're going to pause here. So either hands to the floor if baby isn't there, or hands on towards baby. You can have a generous bend in the knees if you need to. You can be sat on the sofa and just have baby on your knee, absolutely. So I'm just going to have the knees bent just in case you're not sure. And then we're going to pause here for a moment. You can have hands onto baby's belly, onto their heart, or you can have hands on towards the floor. And think of lengthening the front body. So we often think we've got to stretch the spine, and that often relates, people think it relates to the back of the body. But in a forward fold, for me, I want to think of right from the pubic bone all the way up to the chest. That's what I want to stretch. Hence why the legs are bent, because when I straighten the legs, it makes it much harder. Now, as you're here, staying still in these poses can often be quite challenging. So I'll sometimes move side to side in my own personal practice. If you've been practicing yoga for a while, maybe you've got a solid practice, you can always loop the big toes and pull on the big toes. Again, only if you're feeling, like very like I've got a strong practice, or just have hands on baby. You can give them a little massage and a little gentle rock side to side. You can take about 3 more breaths here. So if baby's not there, we stretch out the legs, and again, just that little rock side to side. Give them a little love. Okay. From here, coming all the way back up. And then just giving baby a little hug. So just wrapping him or her up, picking them up. And again, if they're not there, just bring your hands towards your heart. Give yourself a little hug. Otherwise, just going to bring them up. Mini kind of moving meditation. And as you do that, if you can, bring the soles of the feet together. So my knees are wide. This Facebook, I don't know what it looks like for you, but when I see it, it looks like my legs are really wonky. I think there's something about the angle of the camera. So ideally you want the knees kind of level with each other. So they might be quite high, they might be quite low. And if you've got baby, a little rock side to side. If you haven't got baby with you, I'm just going to place baby down for a moment. Then you can just have hands onto the legs, or I love to have one hand onto the heart, one hand on towards the belly at the moment. And you can give yourself a little rock. It's really nice to tap into the heart. You can do it with the fingertips. You do it with both fingertips. A little tapping into the heart. I don't know a lot about this technique at all, emotional freedom technique, but I know it works. I do this quite a lot in cues. So either a little tap tap or a little holding a baby. Got about 4 more breaths. Feet together, gently pressing the knees down. And these gentle breaths, think of them like little blessings, little love notes for your body, for your nerves. Okay, so I'm going to take my feet slightly wider now and place baby down. So you've got them in between the feet, as long as that feels okay. If it's too much for the knees, or the knees are really high, or it's uber uncomfortable, cross the legs or have them stretched out. And we're going to take a little lean forward. If you haven't got, if you haven't got your baby there, have the soles of the feet together. Do apologise. And then a little lean forward. I know, I really have to get this baby some clothes. Okay, in this little lean forward, you can have your hands to your feet, or again, maybe one hand to baby, one hand to heart, or onto the floor. We're just going to take a little forward fold here. And if baby is awake, you can look into their eyes and just very, very quietly enjoy that moment. Just looking into their eyes, maybe quietly whispering those blessings. Taking a couple more breaths. And then coming up to sit. Okay, so I'm going to take baby and I'm going to cross my legs and then place her on my lap. So if you haven't got the baby with you, your baby with you, you're going to bring your right hand to your left knee. I'm just going to bring my right hand on towards the baby and hold the baby secure there. The other hand I'm going to bring behind me. So I'm going to come into a little twist. So bringing the fingertips behind me, lengthening up through the chest, and a little rotation. Nothing big, nothing major. Give baby a little hello and a little squeeze in. We're not going to be here for long, but it's a really, really nice stretch. You can also move the head a little bit. And I really recommend kind of repeating this one if you can. Let's come back to center. Switching hands, so either left hand onto baby or the one you haven't done, or on towards your opposite knee. Give them a little hug, a little snuggle in, and opposite hand behind you. Take a few breaths here. They might be quite deep or quite gentle breaths. Softly out. And then coming back to center. So this is where we're going to complete our practice. If you've got the time or you re-watch this and you can lie down, it's nice to have baby on your chest or lie on your side and snuggle them in and take at least 5 minutes rest if you can. I love to lie in the sunlight. It's such a nice place to be, so maybe you could do that. If you want the blessing poem, just message me via FitMums, or you can find me at myoga. You can message me through there direct as well, and I can share the reading with you. But again, just message me on FitMums. I can do that for you. So have a wonderful day. Thank you for your patience with starting a couple of minutes late. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you next week, and any questions, just let me know. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.